My name is Allison MacDonald, and these are my reflections for 6252. My first artifact is daybooks. I was first introduced to daybooks last year in my undergrad, and I have to admit that I hated them. I didn't enjoy using them at all, and I couldn't see the point in using them in the classroom. However, this semester and taking this class, I really started to understand how I could take the daybook and utilize it in my classroom every day. And by using the daybook, I give my students more of a chance to write in my class because I'm a big worksheet teacher right now, and I'm starting to see how, one, it's boring the students, and two, they're not really effective. However, if I were to give my students questions to think about and to write about each day, as well as to give them more time with just writing in general, I think it would really start to spark their interest in writing rather than their complaining in writing. So I've really come to enjoy daybooks, and I've really enjoyed using my daybook this year to help me stay organized with my teaching as well. My second artifact is the Murray cards when it comes to brainstorming. I never really knew different strategies to teach my students as far as brainstorming, as well as different strategies for me as a writer to use with brainstorming, and I was just blown away by this one. I loved the openness that I was able to just write different things, and all you did was give me 4 different topics. I was really impressed with this, and then you gave me the opportunity to write, and you paused me and you said I could either continue writing or I could go back and brainstorm some more. So this really shows the students that there's no one process to writing, but there's several different processes, and you can go back and forth between all the different steps that you need when it comes to writing. And I just thought that this was a great strategy for students to use in all content areas, as well as in my class and beyond my classroom. You asked us to write our goals down this year and send them to you for writing and reading. At first, I thought they were a little silly because I already knew what my reading and writing goals were, and I thought it was kind of silly to share it with you. However, I noticed that because I shared them with you, I actually reflected a lot back on, am I keeping up with my goals or am I not keeping up with my goals? And I reflect all the time, like I'm not doing enough reading, or I'm not doing enough reading with enjoyment, or I'm not doing enough writing. So I thought by actually putting my goals on paper, it's helped me keep up with my goals and see if I'm keeping up with my goals and trying to obtain them. So I thought this was a really cool thing to do, and it's something I would actually like to do at the beginning of the year with my students, especially since we're going into the new year anyways. I could ask them what are their reading and writing goals for the rest of the year. And I could also ask them to reflect back on that. My next artifact is workshops and conferences. I actually assigned a writing piece before I remembered about workshops and conferences, and I gave them a peer editing worksheet, and it was a total flop. So the next time I did workshop and conferences with a piece of writing, I told them to bring in different tools and strategies, and through using workshops as well as conferences with me, my students' writing grew tremendously because they were able to say, this is what I need help with, this is what I want to work on. And other peers were able to help them, as well as I was able to hear what they wanted to specifically work on to help them become a better writer. And I've continued to use it, and I will continue to use it because I think it's the best method students can use in the writing process. Another piece is my genre study, which at first I was kind of against, like why would we just study one genre? However, after putting together a unit, specifically a unit I would use in my classroom, I was just so enthralled with it, and I can't wait to use it next year, and I can't wait to see the other types of units that are out there that I can use. And I've actually already decided that next year, instead of just studying the memoir night, we're going to study memoirs as a genre, and they're going to get more opportunities to write different types of memoirs instead of just writing a piece on the main character. So not only does it help them understand that there's different genres, but it gives them a better chance to write as well. Then my last piece is my multi-genre project. I made one last year, and I really struggled with it. I really struggled understanding it. And then this year, because I had more, you just gave us more of more flexibility with it, so I was able to take it and make it what I really wanted to make it. As far as, I mean, the only thing you told me was we needed an informational piece, a persuasive piece, and a narrative piece. And with that came this huge project that I really love and I'm excited to share with my students. And I would hope that my students would also love this project because it's very open-ended and it allows for them to be creative and it allows for them to write real-world, authentic pieces that they can use. My next step is just figuring out how we can publish those multi-genre projects for an authentic audience. I've loved this class. I've loved everything that I've learned. I've taken away so much more from it, and I think because of this class, I've become a better teacher. So I just want to say thank you.